Closed captioning for the Casey Malone Show is sponsored by Hunter Stevens Land Title Agency. Integrity, service, and commitment you can trust.
Oh, yeah. Casey Malone is serving up local. It's time for the stories of our region, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, and the people in and around the valley. Get ready for some local flavor on the Casey Malone Show.
We are getting ready for the high holiday. I prepare Irish potato soup, and of course, my favorite Irishman will entertain us. But first, a visit with the Teresa Burke School of Irish Step Dancing. Well, these are some of the dancers from the Burke School of Irish Step Dancing, and I, too, am an alumni. I know you girls are impressed. I'll show you my moves later. And but I was dancing with them many years ago, and I will not say that on camera. But I am watching you guys, and I am so impressed with your moves, your dancing, your discipline, and it just seems so much different from when I took it back in the Stone Ages. How long have you been dancing, Caroline?
This is my 10th year dancing.
So you must really like it.
I do.
And you're going to start college, but you're still going to dance?
Yeah, I might start teaching as well.
And what do you really like about it? Like, why do you think this, really resonates with you?
I like the competing aspect, and I like making new friends every year when we get new dancers.
That is really nice. How long have you been dancing, Miss Molly?
6 years.
And you must really like it. Now, how old are you?
14.
You're 14, so do you think you'll be doing this into your college years?
I hope so.
How about you?
5 years?
And do you think you'll continue this into your teens?
Maybe.
You're kind of like me, huh? You're not sure about this, are you? No, but when you go to compete now, it's still in the fesh. Is that what are they still called feshes? And how far do you travel to compete with others?
Sometimes as far as Columbus or Sandusky, and then we have regional competitions, which the last one was held in Louisville, Kentucky.
Tell me about the costumes. I'm going to have to get some pictures online, but are you still wearing the wigs?
Yeah, the wigs, there's either a bun wig, which is a small one on top of your head, or a full wig, which comes down sometimes the length of your hair.
Oh, do you like the wig?
Sometimes. It depends how long we wear them.
We have got Nora, Elise, and Jocelyn, and more of the dancers. And so impressive. Jocelyn has qualified to go to World. Tell me about that.
I recall, and I placed 6th out of 96 dancers. I'm a World qualifier going to Dublin in April.
In April. So 6 out of 96. I mean, what were the other 5 like that did better? I mean, were they really better?
They were amazing, really.
Were they?
Yeah.
Okay, Jocelyn made me cry. She danced so beautifully. And, when I danced, I mean, I wasn't really great. But when I see really good dancing, you know it because you know what you could be like. And honestly, it was really touching to see you dance. I mean, do you really love it?
Oh, yeah. I love it.
You must. I mean, because you're so good. And what is your favorite dance?
Definitely my set.
The set, and it was really good. How long have you been dancing on?
9 years.
Okay, 9 years. There seems to be a lot new, cooler techniques. Where are you getting these new steps from?
Well, normally when we go to regional competitions, we see what other dancers do and try to do what they do.
Do you borrow steps?
Yeah, we try to tweak it a little bit, but we mainly base it off some of what they're doing.
How long have you been dancing?
10 years.
I mean, you got a lot of air. You do. You got good lift. And you must really like it.
Mm-hmm.
When your parents broached the subject, were you hesitant or were you excited about it?
I've been doing this ever since I remembered. I don't remember not doing it.
And you really enjoyed it?
Yes.
And how long have you been dancing, Madeline?
8 years.
You are very good. You are good too, Riley. And you really enjoy it, don't you?
Yeah.
Why do you like it so much?
I love going to competitions. I love going around to different places and meeting new people. I mean, I love having friends from all over. It's really fun.
I mean, do you keep in touch with people like from the other schools and that?
Well, when I see them at competitions, I remember them, and yeah, we do talk again.
Well, Lisa Devlin is the president of the Burke School of Irish Dance. And how did you get into that unfortunate elected position?
Well, my daughter Madeline has been dancing since she was 5, and I wanted to be a part of it and help out any way I could. So I started as the booking coordinator, then the vice president, and president ever since.
Well, I'm telling you, these are impressive kids. How many are in the whole school?
We have about 30 dancers on average, and they range in age from 3 to 18 at this point.
How would someone get in touch if they wanted their child to start dance lessons?
Our new beginner workshop will be coming up in April, and to register, you can visit our website.
How have you seen like a change in your daughter? Obviously, you really liked, what step dancing did for her. And how have you seen, her grow?
When she started, she was 4 years old, and her favorite thing to do was give Tessie a hug at the end of class. And I saw her come out of her shell and become more confident and a poised young lady who is not afraid to be in front of a crowd and make new friends when she meets someone new.
Well, Kayla is the one who hooked me up with this segment, and you are one of the teachers, but you were a former student.
Yeah, I danced for about 12 or 13 years, and I've been teaching for about 8 or 9. So I taught while I danced too.
So you must have been pretty good.
I was decently good, yeah. Tessie was rough on us, but it worked out in the end.
So did you compete nationally?
Yeah, I actually tore my Achilles before nationals, but I competed at the Oireachtas, so yeah, it's a lot of intense training, but I'm grateful for every opportunity the school's given me.
I think it would be fun to do adult workshops and or classes. And I know they used to do it. Would you consider doing that again? I could get like a bunch of my friends and you teach us?
Yeah, actually in April, me and the president were talking. I'll be running classes on Saturday. I believe they're going to be free and open to whoever wants to come. So we're just going to set up a time and do that.
Oh, and it would be for adults too?
Yeah, we're going to have adults. We'll teach you how to skip and do all that. Maybe even do Kaylee's or like choreographies, whatever they want to learn. I'm pretty much open to anything for the school, so.
Okay, so you're going to be around here for a while, you think?
Oh, I'm going to be here for the rest of my life. I'm going to be like Tessie, so that'll be great.
Happy St. Patrick's Day from the Casey Malone Show.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Bernard. I've been giving the people of our valley free advice for over 30 years, and my message has never changed. If you're involved in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, don't try to handle it yourself. Call a lawyer. A lawyer will be your representative, dealing with doctors, medical insurance, and all the red tape that you may face. Hiring a lawyer doesn't mean you'll end up in court, and remember, there are no upfront fees on personal injury cases.
That's good advice. Need a lawyer? Learn more at ElizabethBernardLaw.com.
Family-owned Mayflower Woolham Insurance Group is your full-service independent agency. Our family works with a variety of insurance companies, so you have the best choices for your insurance needs. Let us find the right product at the right price. Personal lines, business, farm, commercial insurance, life insurance. Trust locally owned Mayflower Woolham. You focus on what's important.
We'll take care of the details.
Mayflower Woolham, close by with 3 locations to serve you.
Rulli Brothers has a great choice of quality cheeses. We use our relationship with Old Road Houses to specially select the product and then have it custom cut and packaged by our own local artisans. At Rulli Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
Join the Island Purple Cat family. Employment opportunities are available. Given is living. Join the Isle and Purple Cat family. Employment opportunities are available at $13 an hour. Given is living.
Well, I am here with Rude, the dude at the Magic Tree Pub and Eatery. And it is never too early to start planning your parties.
Now, okay, so yeah, we have our banquet room that's attached to the building here for, upcoming graduations, communion, things of that nature. We also have a catering menu for offsite. So if you're interested in just letting us cook for you for your parties, we can do that. So if you want to check out our websites, you can see what we have to offer.
And what is the capacity under COVID guidelines for the side room?
Following all the COVID guidelines, we can hold up to 80 people.
Oh, so, you can still party safely here at the Magic Tree. And I gotta tell you, that menu, you have more farmers on that menu than the Canfield Fair.
Yeah, well, we love to support local here at Magic Tree, so supporting our local breweries and farms is what we like to do.
And the biggest selection of craft beer, it's all here. Magic Tree Pub and Eatery.
I personally feel that Forever Mark is the best because only 1% of diamonds can even become a Forever Mark diamond.
Diamonds take millions of years to be formed in the ground, and it's not very pretty. Once you get to that inner core of the diamond, it really can give beauty and light.
Forever Mark goes beyond the technical qualities of the 4 Cs. They hand-pick diamonds that are truly beautiful.
Get real, get Kamara.
You better come on in my kitchen.
Well, today I'm going to prepare potato soup. And this is such an easy recipe with ingredients that are readily available in your house. I cannot believe I have not done this sooner. This is really good for Lent. When you're looking for a meatless dish, instead of a chicken stock, use a vegetable stock. It's great for St. Patrick's Day, and this is just great any time of year. You can even fridge it, put it in the cooler for a while, and make vichyssoise. But I love this potato soup. It is super easy, and it is perfect for this time of year. For this recipe, you'll need 1/4 cup of butter, 1 large onion diced, 3 stalks of celery diced, 3 carrots diced, 5 cloves of garlic minced, 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, 4 cups of chicken or vegetable stock, 2 cups of milk, 2 pounds of potatoes, about 6 medium, peeled and diced, 1 teaspoon of dried thyme, 3 bay leaves, 2 teaspoons of white wine vinegar, 1 teaspoon of white pepper, salt and pepper to taste, and chopped fresh parsley for garnish. Well, I melted the butter. It's nice and foamy. You can hear it sizzling. Now we're gonna add our first 3 ingredients. The celery, the onion, and then the carrots. It is gonna be about 10 minutes until these get nice and softened and we sweat through them a little bit. These are nice and soft. It's been about 10 minutes. Now I am going to add the garlic. I am just going to stir and combine this for 1 minute. That's all. I don't want my garlic to get brown or bitter or burn. So I am just gonna mix that. Yep, it's totally mixed in. And now, 1 tablespoon, there's 3 tablespoons of flour. I'm gonna just add 1 at a time to coat the vegetables and make sure that we don't have any lumps or bumps or anything. And all we wanna do is get this coated, and then this acts as like a nice thickener when we start adding the liquids. See, that mixed really nice. So we'll just do it, 2 more additions. This is all over medium heat. So now what we're gonna do is start kind of the same, about 1/3 of each addition, about a cup at a time. And then we're just going to mix this in and make sure it absorbs all the flour. So it'll be about 3 additions of the stock. And see how it's really nice and it starts coating the vegetables and it thickens it up. So now the stock, all incorporated with the flour and the vegetables. We are going to turn this to high. I am going to add the milk. I'm using 2 cups of 2%. You can use whole, you could use half and half, or even heavy cream, but that will make for a much thicker soup. And I want this to be more soup-like than real thick. So I use the 2%. Now I'm going to add the potatoes. I did drain them to get them out of the water. The bay leaves and the thyme. You can also use fresh thyme, and that would be, you know, just chop it up about a teaspoon or so. So now we're gonna put this on high, and we are gonna wait to bring this to a boil. And after it comes to a rolling boil, we are going to turn it down to simmer and wait about 30 minutes for everything to blend together and soften up those potatoes. Now this is the consistency that I really like. I don't want it to be super thick. If you would like a thicker soup, you can use like an immersion blender and blend it all together and break up the potatoes to thicken it up. But I like it more of a soup. So I'm gonna turn off the heat, and I am going to dig around, and I'm going to find our bay leaves. There we go. Let me get the other two out, and then we'll add the rest of the ingredients. So I've turned off the heat, and to add a little acid to the soup and cut through the milk and the cream and that, and I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of white wine vinegar. You can also add just a splash of white wine, but you just need a little acid in there, and I think that'll change the whole flavor profile. I also love white pepper, and you always add it very last so it doesn't cook out, and this adds a really warm flavor to the soup. So let me stir that, and if you've noticed, I haven't added any salt or pepper yet. So after I make those 2 additions, I am going to take a little taste and see if we need a little more salt and pepper, which we probably do. It's so good. But yes we do. So I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of salt and a few grinds of black pepper. And then you can always pass it at the table. And then we are going to eat. Now, isn't that beautiful? You could just garnish it with a little parsley, some nice sharp Irish cheddar, and this is just a great meal. And if you want it a little thicker, all you have to do, stick the immersion blender in, or blend half of it or all of it. I just like a chunkier soup. I don't really like a smooth soup, because this feels more like a meal when you have the chunks of the vegetables in there. So I'm gonna do a quick taste test here. I did add a little cheese and a little parsley. Honestly, it is so good and so easy, and the ingredients are readily available. Any time of year, Lent or St. Patrick's Day, just cook up a big pot of this. My potato soup recipe is available online, CaseyMaloneShow.com. Go and get this. You're going to love it. Cheers. The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor.
To own a business where your name's on the window can be pretty cool. That's my family. My name is Danny Catullo, and I'm the owner of Catullo Prime Meats. My grandfather started the business in 1962. I was able to take our old style butcher shop and bring it out to the new age using e-commerce to get our products to more customers. When we started shipping, there was not a ton of information out there. That's where we really worked with FedEx so they could be able to help us with our perishable shipping. We were taking on new purchases that we never had to make before. Boxes, coolers, ice packs, anything that was involved around shipping. So we can no longer do this with the cash that we had on hand. So because of the Plum Card from American Express and all of its benefits, it was a natural fit to help grow our business. And when someone calls and lets you know that you made their dinner, That's satisfaction that you can't get anywhere else.
Here at Creekside Fitness and Health Center, we are focused on you, from cardio and strength equipment to classes and personal training.
The health of our members and staff has always been our top priority. Limiting class sizes, social distancing, and frequent cleanings are just a few ways we are making Creekside a safer environment for all.
Membership and personal training specials are happening now, so come experience life on the fit side at Creekside, your neighborhood gym.
R&S Paint is a locally owned paint store and not a paint department. Inspiration comes easy when choosing exciting Benjamin Moore colors and finish. Over 3,400 vibrant and durable colors are yours at R&S Paint.
My basement was dreadful. Cracked concrete, chipped tiles, it was my dumping ground. Carpet, vinyl, wood don't last. Now I have Pebblestone, the best basement floor covering, made with natural stone and the strongest man-made binder. Pebblestone evened out my floor. Easy to clean, resists moisture, and withstands flooding. You will love your basement. Call locally owned Pebblestone, the best flooring system. It's not just any stone, it's Pebblestone.
Rulli Brothers is way ahead of the competition. Check out Rulli Spice World, where you can buy bulk herbs and spices, plus candies, nuts, and fillings for pennies on the dollar. At Rulli Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
Well, it was a huge disappointment this year that we once again had to cancel the Mahoning Valley St. Patrick Parade due to the pandemic. And last year when it was canceled, the Murphy family sent me this video where they hosted their own parade on Parade Day. And the committee thought that's a great idea. So we are asking all of our enthusiastic participants to host their own neighborhood parade with friends and family. Make sure you do it on Parade Day, March 14th, step off at 1 p.m. and video it. Send us the videos to our Facebook page. And on St. Patrick's Day, the top 3 videos that receive the most likes will be awarded prizes. $150 for first, $100 for second, and for third place, $50. This way we can all celebrate the St. Patrick Parade together, but it will have to be separately. Go to our Facebook page for more details or our website. Parade Day, March 14th, Sláinte. Every year I close out my St. Patrick's Day show with my favorite Irishman, my dad, V.E.G. And this is such a special memory, and all the viewers just love it. I get so many great comments each and every year. So here he is, himself, singing The Damsel, only 19 years old, at my wedding. I miss you, Daddy. Cheers. Sláinte.
This is a song that my dad used to sing at Irish weddings a long time ago. And the name of the song is The Damsel, only 19 years old. As I went a-walking one night by the strand, I met a fair damsel, she was dressed up so grand. She had feathers and finery, she had jewels and gold. She said she was a damsel, only 19 years old. Her fingers were tapered, her neck like the swan, her nose a little turned up, her voice not too strong. In 3 weeks we were married, and our wedding bells tolled that I married a damsel, only 19 years old. When the wedding party broke up, we retired to rest. I nearly dropped dead when this girl, she undressed. For a carload of padding from her chest did unfold. Says I, you're a dandy, only 19 years old. When I awoke in the morning, I thought I would faint. She scraped off her thin cheeks a full pound of paint. And on her left shoulder, a little hump did behold. Says I, you're a cuckoo, only 19 years old. She took off her wax fingers till she left only 3. She unscrewed her left leg up as far as the knee. When she took out her glass eye, on the carpet it rolled. Oh, good God Almighty, only 19 years old. She took out her eyebrows, they were black and sublime. She took out her false teeth, she had just 29. When she took off her blonde hair, her bald pate told that I married a damsel only 19 years old. So now take my advice when for marriage you go. Examine your girl from her head to her toe. For if you do not, you will like me be sold to a damn Nova Scotian who is 90 years old.
Ladies and gentlemen, he'll be opening up for U2.
The Casey Malone Show is sponsored in part by Denise and John York and the DeBartolo Corporation.